Hello everyone, my name is Ileana. I'm 30 years old. I live in Florida and I am starting my debt-free journey. This is very hard for me to write down and put on pen and paper, or pencil and pen, or pencil and paper, because for years I have been working on it, but I've never really had the support I needed. So I am going to be writing this out and putting this on pen and paper so that I can motivate myself and hopefully someone out in YouTube land to get their debt out of their life. And this is going to be difficult for me to write down because I'm not ignorant to my debt, but I tend to not, how do I explain this? I tend to not really think about the total of my debts. And in the last year or two, I've been working on it. I have gotten rid of 3 or 4 credit cards. One of them was actually last week. I just paid it off when I got my bonus, my yearly Christmas bonus. And I was able to get my $1,000 emergency fund and pay off a small credit card. And that's really motivated me. And sorry if I'm saying "and" a lot. This is my first video doing this, so I'm trying to motivate myself, I guess. But this is something that I really want to get out of. And as Dave Ramsey says, I want to be weird. I don't want to be normal anymore. So if you don't know who Dave Ramsey is, he is a financial guru. He has a YouTube channel, a website. I'll link his YouTube channel down below. And if you watch his YouTube channels, he is hilarious. You will definitely laugh. But he follows the debt snowball method. He also has 7 baby steps that I am planning to follow. Hopefully I can stick to it. That's why I'm doing this. There are different methods other than the debt snowball method. There is the avalanche method. I don't know what the other one is because it's not used as much as the debt snowball and the debt avalanche. If you don't know what the debt snowball is, the debt snowball is you pay off your lowest balance to your highest balance, which the reason not only does Dave follow this, I'm also planning to follow this, is because the debt snowball is like it helps you keep motivated. With every little one you pay off, you'll get more and more momentum and you'll want to pay off everything. With the debt avalanche works as you would work on the smallest interest rate, which 9 times out of 10 the smallest interest rates are usually the student loans, which it's usually between 3 to 5%, sometimes a little more, but it depends on your student loan provider. But a lot of the time the debt with that, you could have $60,000 in student loan and you spent years paying that off, especially if you have a small shovel like I do. I don't make $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year like other people. I'm a single person and I barely make $31,000 a year, even with my bonus, my yearly bonus. So the debt snowball will definitely help me a lot more than the debt avalanche. As much as I wish I could just put $50,000 towards I wish I could make $100K a year and just put half my income towards my debt and be almost done with it. But a lot of people can't do that, and I'm a single person, so I have to do what I can with the shovel I'm given. So that's why I'm working with the debt snowball. So without further ado, I am going to start on my debt, which this is really, I'm looking at the numbers on the side, which is, I pre-wrote what debt I have, and oh boy. As of today, which is December 29th, is actually the day after my birthday. My birthday is December 28th, and I just turned 30. So as of today, I am, the balances I have are what is current. So I really, please don't mind being on the side. I'm a lefty, so these wires here kind of get in my way. I think next year I'm gonna get one of those Happy Planner notebooks, so I can just write my debt out there, and I can just rip the paper off, because these coil clips are they're very annoying. So my first debt is my Spirit card, which is Bank of America. And I owe Spirit, Bank of America. It's basically Bank of America, but they're partnered with Spirit Airlines. Is $480.32, which is not bad, but when you have other debts, it's a lot. So the next one I have is my Lord & Taylor card. This card is one of the oldest cards I've had. I've had this since I was, I think, 19. I can't believe how long it's been. I believe this was the second card I ever opened up, and it is, thankfully I've been working on this one for years, and it's finally, it used to be about $1,500. Now I've gotten it down to $500, which hopefully I can pay this off. I don't, there's not even a Lord & Taylor near me here in Florida. I used to live in New Jersey, and I could go to Lord & Taylor all the time at my mall, but now that I live down here, I don't really need the card anymore. So the next one is Macy's. Macy's is actually my first credit card ever. It's the longest one with the longest credit history, and it's the one I've had the longest. And in the last year, I really focused on paying it down as well. It used to be over $1,000. Now I've gotten it down to $656, which is really great. I'm getting closer and closer to paying it off. So then the next one I have is Neiman Marcus. This is a relatively new one. I don't know why I opened this. I actually opened this when I was visiting New Jersey. I was visiting my sister and my nephew and niece, and I don't know what it is, but when you're around, my sister is someone who likes to shop, and she likes to shop name brands like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Dior, Prada, you know, those kinds of places, which is great if you can afford it. Me, I can't afford it, but she took us to Neiman Marcus so that we could get facials. And the only thing, we could get free facials as long as we bought something from the woman who was giving us the facials. Somehow I ended up buying 4 things that ended up being a couple $100, and I just decided to open the Neiman Marcus card because I didn't bring enough with me, and I should know better, but you know, life choices. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, I guess. So it's now $860.99. I also bought some stuff when we were there for my mom. She's been paying me back, but I just want to get it out of my life. I really don't feel like having this forever. The next debt is my PayPal credit. And the balance for that is $913.26. This one I recently, actually much more recently got, and I don't know why I got it, honestly. The interest is high. I think once I pay my Spirit card off, I think I'm gonna skip to the PayPal credit because there's certain financing for this one, but if I pay it off, there won't be any interest accrued, whatever word you want to use. So I might skip this one, and I'd have to pay the amount. I don't know how much it is total. I think it's around half of this by the first week of May. So I might skip ahead to this one after the Spirit card, of course. But as of right now, this is where it is in my debt snowball. The next one is Amazon. I mean, it's Amazon. Can anyone really say? I mean, it's Amazon. Who doesn't? I mean, I've a lot of people who have Amazon credit cards. You can do, that's the problem with Amazon. They give you everything, and they make it easy for you. So, case in point, why I have Amazon. And the next one I got was the JetBlue. And this is, I think, the only card I want to keep. I don't want to close, but I haven't decided yet. So because I can get airline mileage, and as long as I pay it off, I think I can keep it. But this has a high interest rate, so I'm going to pay it off and then think about keeping it. So the next one I have is Merrick. I don't know why I got this credit card anymore. I don't know why. But I'm going to pay it off. It's relatively new. I still got it. I got it within the year. Or I think it was the year before. I'm not definite. The next one I got is Credit One. You guys will see I have two Credit Ones. And I usually put in parentheses MC or a V, because this credit card is a MasterCard and the other one I have is a Visa card. So that's why you'll see me put parentheses like that. So it's getting higher and higher. Oh, and now we have the big whoppers coming now. Next one is Target, which Target is also self-explanatory why I have it, but I'm trying to use the Target debit card instead of the Target credit card so I can focus. I have both, so I'm trying to focus on just paying this off. I have $1,653.37. Now we have the other Credit One. And this one is the Visa. This one's a big daddy over here, and it has a high interest rate, 25.4% interest. I think this is the highest credit card I have. Because after this one, almost 2,000 right there. After this one is my car loan and my Navient, which is my student loans. This one is Navient because it's smaller than my car loan. Now, the reason I put AES is because that's it used to be American education student loan, and Navy apparently bought out American education student loans, or at least most of their loans, and that was sometime in the spring of 2019. And I mean, I already had Navient with 2 other student loans, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But no, it wasn't spring. It was spring of 2018 that they did this. But I already had Navient, so it wasn't that big a deal. They put all my student loans with my other student loans that I had with them, so it wasn't a huge deal. But looking at this, the monthly payment, even though I do income driven repayment plan for my other 2 student loans, for some reason it doesn't apply to this one, which I think is not really fair, especially when I do it with, especially if technically this is Navient, it's not an AES anymore, so I don't know why this monthly payment doesn't apply like the Navient subsidized and the unsubsidized loan. But that's, you'll see when I show you my monthly. Yeah, I'm planning to do a monthly monthly plan, just so you guys can see what bills I have and when. The next one I have is CarMax. Now this one is high, but I mean, I don't want to say it's not my fault, because I did choose to get this loan, but I didn't. In 2018, October 30th, I was in a car accident. I was in the it wasn't the highway, but it was in a really fast portion of my town, and this kid smashes in the back of me, and my car gets totaled. And my car was half paid off by the time this kid smashed into me. And because of that, my car was totaled. I didn't have a car for a few months. I had to use my mom's car. And as much as appreciative my mom understood the situation. She was getting tired of not having her car to use. So I kind of had no choice but to get another car. And I was off of work for a couple weeks, which thankfully my employer understood. I ended up having 2 herniations. I believe one's in my neck and one's in my lower spine. So this past year has been I've had to go to doctors multiple times, and it's just been a difficult time. And every time I look at this car loan and I look at my car, I do appreciate that I'm able to afford to have a car, but it's just difficult because I was so close. Sorry, I was so close to getting my car paid off, and now I had to start all over again. And it's not fair, but life throws you lemons and you have to find a way to make lemonades with it. So unfortunately, luckily my interest rate isn't too high. It's 10%, which with the credits, how high my limits are, I'm really grateful it's not too high. I've been able to pay as much as the monthly payment, and they don't take too much money out of my monthly payments, so I'm able to get it paid. And I want to pay it off really quick because I have it for, I think my loan is for 4, 5 or 6 years, I don't remember, but I want to pay this baby off. So right now, I started off with $16,030. I got gap and disability and everything else, because let me tell you guys, I don't care what anyone says. I work in the financial industry, And when my car accident happened, if I didn't have Gap on my car when I first got it, I would have been in the hole, because my insurance paid for the majority of the car, but there was about $500 to almost $600 that they didn't pay for, because I had just refinanced it, because it was on a lease beforehand. I refinanced it in August because my lease finished, and I get into the car accident in October, and sorry guys. And if I'm just grateful that I got that Gap, because I didn't have to pay out of pocket for a car that got totaled that wasn't even my fault. So I would always recommend, I don't care if it adds more money, I'm always gonna get Gap insurance, because that Gap insurance protects you. And even if you don't use it, I would rather have the peace of mind knowing that I have it, and it'll save me if something happens again, heaven forbid. Because, you know, insurance, they only pay what the car is valued at after, you know, the total and everything. So my car was maybe about $500 or $600 less. The balance I had when I did the refinances was $500 or $600 more than what the car was valued at. So just to say, get Gap. I don't care. I mean, I'm not pressuring anybody, but if you live in a place, if you live in an area where there's a lot of accidents, which in Florida, there's a lot of elderly people. Right now it's snowbird season, so there's even more accidents than there usually are. Definitely get Gap, because that'll give you some peace of mind. So this is how much I owe currently, $15,302.31. And I just made a payment on Friday, which was the 27th. So it should go down a little bit more. I made a payment on a couple of these, but right now, that's how much it is. The next one is my Navient, whatever you want to call it, subsidized loan for college. And I have a degree that I'm not even using. I have been thinking about going back to school part-time basis, but I want to pay off some of my debt so that I can pay out of pocket for the classes. Now my job will definitely, because I work in the financial industry, they will definitely pay for like books, certain amount of the payments for school, but it has to be in a financial, like accounting or something, which I've actually been thinking about doing accounting. But you know, I'm gonna wait a little bit more just to see how much debt I can pay off and how much more money I can free myself from. And now we are on the big daddy right here. This is the biggest amount. Ugh. This is something I hate looking at when I make my payments. I owe $53,559.94. Yep. So this is my totals. And I'm going to total the whole thing up, and I am so scared what the total is. I can already tell that this is half. This is already gonna be over 50,000. Now, if I didn't tell you already, this is the Erin Condren pen, black, and the black is really great. This book right here is the monthly deluxe Erin Condren book. It has the months and everything on here. I'll show you more in detail. in the next video when I show you my monthly layout. And this sticker comes from the Create, Motivate, Inspire Designer Sticker Book. That's a classic edition, edition 2. Sorry about that. There we go. And I'm gonna look in here just to pretty this up a bit. And I like this one right here. It matches the blue aesthetic I'm going for, which I love blue. And I'm gonna put it right here. And it says, "You got this," which really makes me feel really happy and motivated. And I'm just gonna find, oh, I found a mirror image of that one, the one on top. So I'm gonna total this baby up. And if you have any questions about my stupidity and getting all this debt, please let me know, because this is stupidity, but you know, I was being normal like everyone else. I'm gonna total this. Ooh, I'm so scared. Okay. So we got 480, 32 plus 504, 96 plus 656, 53 plus 860, 99. Sorry about that, guys. We're taking down our Christmas decor in my house, and there's some noise going in the background, so I hope you guys don't mind. So 9, 13, 26 plus, I didn't realize I put the PayPal before the Amazon, but that's alright. It's only $3 difference. 75 plus 10, 80 plus 12, 32, 77 plus 13, 12, 41 plus 16, 53, 37 plus 17, 60, 11 plus the big daddies here, 12, 825, 06, 15, 302, 31 plus 24, 696, 53. Ooh, we're already at 64,000. That's before the Navy and unsubsidized. This is gonna be over 100K. I can already tell. 53559 94. Now, if I sound nasally, I'm sorry. My allergies are acting up. So here is the total. Ooh, this is like a house balance. Oh boy. So I owe 117,680.11. That's how much I owe. Oh gosh, I didn't know it was that bad. I didn't know that I owed that much. But I know now, and I'm going to work on it. I hope you guys stick with me, because I want to get rid of this debt. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I don't know how you would do it, like this. Thumbs up or like this. Subscribe and stay tuned to my next video. Bye guys.